Oh, what's good, fam? Look, if you're in a situation in 2025 where you don't have the dating life that you want, you struggling, you got confidence issues, and you just fed up and sick and tired of this shit, and you like something's got to change, I'm gonna give you the straight up facts on what you need to do, what's your biggest problems, and how you can correct that where you can actually start getting good results with the girls that you want to date. Because it's quite simple. Is it an easy process? No, but it's simple, and we're gonna jump right into it. The first thing I need you all to understand is most of you don't have girls because you haven't developed yourself and you have confidence issues. If I look at most guys that have issues with dates, with getting dates and getting the girls they want, it comes down to one of those two things or both. And what you gotta understand is if you develop yourself into the best version of yourself that you can be, the shit becomes easy, bruh. What that means is every day, or as close to every day as possible, you're getting in shape. You're going to the gym, you're working out, doing some type of workout routine to build you a great physique. That's one of the I'm not gonna say that it's easy, but compared to everything else that you need to attract beautiful women, that's one of the easiest things that you can do. Going to the gym, like, you're gonna be more confident. I promise. You get into the gym on a regular basis, you drop off some body fat, you put on some muscle, you got a big chest, you got big arms, you can flex, you got a six pack. I promise you, dog, it's gonna be, even if you're nervous with going up to those beautiful girls that you want to approach, I promise you'll have more confidence going up and talking to them than you would in your current state. That's one of the easiest ways to build confidence, because you can't rent or cheat your way or Uber Eats or buy a great physique. That's something that you literally have to build brick by brick, and it takes time, it takes discipline, and a lot of people don't have it. So you automatically gonna be more confident. And what you also will understand is if you build a great physique, the things that you had to do that bleeds off into other areas of your life that would be good qualities that would be attractive to beautiful women as well. Meaning, same thing with careers. Like if you're trying to build a good career, or if you're trying to build a business that's gonna get you the money and the lifestyle where you can attract a beautiful girl that would want to be a part of that, the same discipline and the same things that you had to do to build a great physique, you got to apply that there as well. And that's another thing. You all got to get your money on point. And I'm not saying you got to be rich. You don't have to be a millionaire, although that is doable. Very, very doable. And I was somebody that had limited beliefs on that. Like, yeah, I want to be a millionaire, or yeah, I want to make six figures. But for a long time, I didn't truly think that that was possible until I got around people that's doing it. So I just had to throw that in there to let you know that it is doable. You just have to develop yourself. Like I said earlier, self-development, develop yourself to the point where you provide value. Money is just a value exchange. The people that make a lot of money have found a way to provide major value to people, or value to a lot of people. So find something, and it's typically something that you're good at, something that you're passionate about, or a problem that you're good at and that you can help somebody solve in their life. If you can do something with those things, then you have value to provide, and then it's just about getting it out there and scaling it to a point where people will want to pay you for the value that you give. And I promise, if you give a lot of value, the value is going to come back. So understand that you becoming a person and having a life where you have money and good money is not as hard as you think it is. It is a long process, but it's more simple than you think. But that's something you got to do, because a lot of y'all want to date these baddies, or you want to have a beautiful girl on your arm and things like that. You gotta have, at some point, if you want a long-term relationship, or if you want to deal with these baddies, which you know what comes with it, you gotta have the money on point. It just is what it is. So you gotta be developing this area too. And then a lot of you all need to, this one doesn't get talked about enough. You gotta develop your communication skills and how you talk and vibe with the girl. A lot of you all may have a good physique. There's some of y'all that have money and you still struggle because you haven't gotten enough reps in or learned the process of how to actually open a girl, how to start a conversation, how to say the right things that sparks a feeling where she really likes you and fucks with your vibe. All of these things are an art. It's a skill set. Just like if you played a sport, you learn how to shoot a basketball, throw a football, or whatever the case is. Those are skill sets. Learning how to say the right things, which words and how you use the words, which is a tool, that's a skill set. You got to take reps and take time with trial and error with actually going and interacting with girls and moving beyond your fears and actually doing these things and getting reps in so that you can get good with building attraction and a vibe and a connection with girls. A lot of you all can't do it just because, for one, you don't talk to girls enough. If I asked a lot of you all, how many girls have you initiated conversations with or approached in the last 7 days? I bet you it's a lot of you all that would say 0 to 1. Definitely not, at least one a day. And that's a problem because it's all about reps. Just like with learning a skill, any skill, they will tell you learn through getting reps. The more reps you get, the better you become because you build muscle memory. You tweak out the things that you aren't doing well, you refine, and you get better over time. But if you aren't constantly going out and talking to girls and actually trying to build a connection, build a vibe, and ask for a date, you're not gonna get dates. You're not gonna get a girl that actually like you and wanna fuck with you. So you gotta actually take those actions and get out there. And that brings me to my next point. A lot of you all don't even do that, which is one of the biggest issues because you got confidence issues and you got fears. A lot of you all still have massive fear of rejection and limiting beliefs. You don't even believe that you can get the girls that you really want. And that's a problem. I need y'all to understand that is one of the biggest problems. And that's actually a sticking point. I've actually themed with my community, I've themed this month Fearless February. This year is the year 2025 is technically the year of the snake. And I know in the Chinese culture, which is where the year of the snake came from, they have a different meaning. But for me and the guys in my community, what the year of the snake, what that means is you shedding skin. It's time for you to outgrow and shed skin on anything that is in alignment with what it is you want, that's holding you back from being that elite top level, top G guy that would be out here getting dates with beautiful girls or landing a girlfriend that's your dream girl. There's things that you gotta get rid of in order to get to that next version of you, straight up. And fears and limiting beliefs is one of them. If you have fears with going and talking to the girls that you want, and you got all these excuses that keep you from approaching the girls, oh, she's got RBF. She looks like she's not in the mood to talk. Oh, she was on the phone. Oh, she's with her friends. Man, I don't know what to say. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, what if she rejects me? The list goes on and on. There's so many different, you always have an excuse. There will always be a reason for you not to go approach. You gotta learn how to say, fuck that shit and attack your fears. You literally have to confront them shit. Literally, it's the year of the snake and you're a snake tamer. You got to tame your fears. Because if you don't attack your fears and tame them shit, they're gonna keep eating at you. They're gonna keep fucking with you. And it's gonna keep you from the life that you wanna have. It's gonna keep you from getting the dates that you wanna have and the girls that you wanna date. You got a choice. You can't have it both ways. It's the only way to get there. This is not one of those things where you got multiple different roads or avenues you can get there. You only got one way to get there. And that's the roadblock. You either gonna punch that shit in the mouth and run through that shit to get to where you're trying to go, or stay where you at right now. Stay your ass right in the situation. That choice is on you. But understand, at some point you gotta attack your fears and whatever limiting beliefs you have, because there is none. That is just an illusion. You want to understand something? And I'm harping on fear because that's the biggest thing stopping a lot of you all. The acronym for FAIR, which is FEAR, is false evidence appearing real. Meaning a lot of things that you're afraid of isn't even reality. It's not even real. And in this situation, the minute you go approach that girl, yeah, some of them may not be with it, or you may not be their type and they may reject you, but the fears that you had, or you were going to be embarrassed and everything else, or all those other things that you're afraid of, a lot of times that's not the case. And you miss 100% of the shots you take. If you don't go and attack your fears and try and move past them, you're never going to be able to get the dating life you want. Straight up. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I need y'all to understand, and that's a part of self-development. It's the mentality that you have. You got to have a mindset and move as if you're a person that already has the dating life. A lot of you all want to be him or be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But you don't move like that guy. If you want to be that person, then do the things today that person would be doing. And if you do that over time, all you're doing is just reducing the distance. You closing the distance like a magnet. That's what manifestation is. It's a magnet. You just closing the distance until one day you become the very person that you were trying to become. By doing the things that version you would be doing, you're going to become him. So you got to look at what the things you need to do as far as your self-development to get you there, and then you need to do it. It's simple. Attack your fears, confront your fears, and your limited beliefs, and whatever it is that you think you can't accomplish, whatever girls you think that you can't get, you have to put that shit to the test. Build your confidence through going to the gym, building a great physique, and then taking actions. The more actions that you take with approaching girls and going for dates, then over time, you're gonna start getting evidence and getting results. That's gonna build your confidence because you'll see, oh, I actually can get girls. I actually can get dates. So these are things that you gotta be doing, and then you gotta be developing yourself where you can give value, where you would be getting a lot of money and be able to have a good lifestyle. I promise, if you do these things and you do it consistently over time, and it's not gonna happen overnight. I gotta throw that in there because a lot of you all, you may take what I'm saying and you run with it, but the minute you're not there and you're not seeing the results within a month or a few weeks or a couple of months or 6 months or a year, you're ready to quit. Understand, becoming a made man where you have a great dating life, a beautiful girl, that shit takes time, especially if you don't already have the skill set and the tools to do it. You have to develop. Think about it like a team. Any championship team didn't get, or a dynasty, which is essentially, if you're somebody that can consistently land beautiful girls, you're the equivalent of what a dynasty is. And in order to do that, none of those things were built overnight or in a year. It was a process of getting the right people around you that can help the team get there, getting the right people, getting the right habits, the right systems, taking the right actions, stacking some wins, and over time, just building those wins. And that's what you gotta do. You got to understand, when you start on this journey of becoming the best version of yourself, where beautiful girls would be drooling to date somebody like you, it takes time. And you just got to be willing to not be looking at the end goal, not be looking at when is it going to be over, but the process and enjoying that. Like, what things do I need to be doing every day? And just plugging away, chipping away every day. That's what you got to do. And I promise, if you all do that, then before long, I promise you, before you leave here, you will have that dating life. I promise you. Before you close your eyes and take your last breath, you will have beautiful, attractive girls. I promise you. So understand that. And if you struggling and you just tired and you somebody that actually has been on this wave and just not seeing the results, I need you to just lock in and just keep going and understand. And even for the fellas that are new to this, the future you is dependent on you. Think about this as if the version of you that's 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road is looking at you and just begging you and just asking you, please, just do this for me. Do the things that you need to do today to create me. That's what you got to do. That older version of you is looking at you like, low bro, man, please just do this for us. You got to do that for him, for that version. You got to think about those future girls that you want to date, or the fellas that want to have a wife, a beautiful wife on your arms. You got to become that version of you for them, where you can be a man that, you know, that beautiful girl can depend on, she can lean on, and that you all can build a beautiful family and a life together. And then at some point, you'll have kids too. You want to do this because at some point you'll have kids that are going to be depending and relying on you to be the rock of the family, somebody that can provide and take care of them and give them the things that they need. So just keep going and understand that if you just lock in and just stick to the plan, at some point, come hell or high water, you will get there. Getting dates and getting the beautiful girls you want, it's not easy, but it is a simple process, especially if you put the work in. And I need y'all to understand, you have a choice. You either do what you got to do to build this life that you want, or you're going to continue to build the life that you have now. Your choice, but you're going to build something. You just choose what you build. And I always tell y'all, if you not new here, you already know that I always say, what you do and where you go in your life, that's 100% on you. And I need you to know that you got it. Becoming a man that's a made man and having a great dating life, you already have it. All you got to do is take actions and act in alignment with that version of you that does have it. And before long, you'll have it in real time. I promise you all, you got this shit. Look, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. And before I get up out of here, if this video brought any value, I forgot to say this earlier, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to somebody that needs to hear this message, man, because I'm tired of seeing guys out there struggling, just being sad, or watching adult videos, I'm not gonna say the word, and everything else, when you can be out here having great experiences with girls. We dead in that shit here in 2025. That shit is a wrap. So I want to help you all as much as I can. If this brought value, I'm also leaving the information for my Discord, which is a free community. If you feel like I can help you, or you like the value that I bring, join my Discord, and then follow me over in IG. And if you need to DM me or anything I can help you with, reach out and know that I'm here for you. So understand, man, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And like I always tell you, where you go and what you do in life, that's 100% on you. And you got this shit. I promise you got it. So until next time, peace and love.